Welcome to our August Next Steps call. So let's talk through basically what we're doing here. Um, let's talk about what basically can come next. So my name is Mary. If we have not met yet, I am a care coordinator for Dr. Danielle's team, and I'm so glad you're here with us. I basically what I do is I help support our community and make sure you know exactly what's happening inside the different spaces and programs. Today, we're going to be talking about basically taking everything you've been learning and figuring out what your next steps could possibly look like within us here on Substack and more. Because sometimes I find that the hardest part is not finding the information, because obviously in today's age, there's so much information everywhere. But the hardest part is figuring out what does it mean for me and where can I go with that? And that's what we're going to do today. So today we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about what we're building inside the Substack community, who the space is actually designed for, how Dr. Danielle and her team approach and how we approach health just differently, what opportunities that you have that you can go deeper with us, and of course, we're going to talk about what's coming up this month that you can be a part of. By the end of this call, my hope is that you have a much clearer idea of where you are in your journey and what support might make sense for you next. You don't have to do everything, you don't have to figure everything out today. We just want to give you the information and help you make an intentional next step. Okay, so let's talk about why our Substack exists. One of the reasons we created this Substack space is because we wanted a place where we could go deeper than a typical social media, like just post. There's plenty of that, and there's plenty of information out there. And I feel like personally it can become fairly overwhelming. You see one person telling you to do one thing, and another person tells you to do pretty much the exact opposite, if you're like me and you've seen things. And suddenly you're trying to do 10 different things and wondering why you still don't feel like you have a clear picture of what's actually going on. Here with the wilderness, here with Letters from the Wilderness, our goal here is different. We want to help you understand your body, your symptoms, and the systems that may be contributing to what you're experiencing, rather than just chasing one symptom at a time. We're a space that we focus on learning, asking questions, getting context, and having a place to come back to help as you continue your journey. Okay, so now that I've said that, let's talk about who we are helping as a community and as a subset community. Who is our goal? So I would say that basically that our subset community here is for the women who feels like you've tried a lot of things, but you feel like you just don't have the full picture. Maybe you've been told your labs are normal, but you still don't feel like yourself. Maybe you keep experiencing the same symptom over and over, and you're just trying to figure out what's going on. You're asking yourself, oh, what could I be missing? And maybe you're simply just someone who wants to understand that you want to understand your health on a deeper level rather than waiting until something becomes a bigger problem. Because when we talk about things now, we can hopefully, ideally, stop them from becoming bigger issues. We're not here to give you another random list of things to try. We're here to help you to start connecting the dots that are your health. Okay, so let's talk about what you can get out of our community here. If you're new here, I want you to think of Substack as, I would say, like more than just a place where you receive the post. It's not just your typical social media, like I said earlier. It's a place where you can actually continue to grow and learn alongside us. You can get access to educational content, conversations around different aspects of health, opportunities even to learn directly from Dr. Danielle and her team. She goes live a lot, and we as her team are constant in communication with her to talk about what everything looks like. Um, the biggest thing I hope that you can take away from this is that you don't have to navigate your health journey on your own. You're not here to do it by yourself, and we're here to support you in any way that's needed. So let's talk about basically what an annual upgrade and like different things like that could look like. Maybe you feel like you're ready to go on a deeper, you're ready to go a little deeper in your health. Maybe you've been with us for a little bit and you're finding this out. There's an opportunity to upgrade to an annual membership. One of the valuable pieces of this annual membership that I would say, rather than doing a monthly paid membership, the annual, you get to receive a 20-minute call with one of our clinicians and an assessment of your body systems. I feel like this is such an important distinction because there's a difference between consuming more information and actually having someone to help you look at your individual situation. Because you can all go through and read all the posts, listen to all the trainings, but sometimes what you really need is for someone to help you step back and say, okay, I see what you're experiencing. Where should you focus your attention? That's where that personalized piece can be really helpful, and that's our goal. Okay, so let's talk about what we're doing this month. If you have not heard yet, starting tomorrow, August 20th, Dr. Danielle and Aria are doing a parasite cleanse. So basically, what this looks like is it's an opportunity to go through the experience together rather than trying to figure out everything again by yourself. We have the community, education, guidance, and accountability around the process. Um, if there's something and our first call will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in case you decide. But that, again, the Parasite Cleanse involves being a paid member because you get exclusive things going on, exclusive access, different things. It's amazing. Highly recommend. You should definitely do it. Um, but if this is something you've been curious about, I think now honestly is a great time to get involved. Maybe you've been thinking about doing paid, but you're unsure if you feel like it's worth it. Honestly, I think this is your chance to do it. You can even just do the monthly paid. I recommend the annual one just because of what I've said previously. But the monthly paid also will get you this too. And it's a great chance to experience and just get to interact with Dr. Danielle and Aria in an amazing way to get personalized information and health questions and all things answered. Um, yeah, and if you've been sitting on the fence thinking, I don't know if I want to spend that money, I don't know if I should do this, you don't have to have every answer before you come and join. You can come in, learn, ask questions, and see whether this is actually the right fit for you. Okay, so that's what I really want to emphasize as we kind of wrap up today. The goal is not to convince you that you need to do everything. The goal is to help you recognize where you personally need support right now. Maybe that's simply continuing to learn here on Substack. Maybe you're ready for more personalized support through our annual membership. That's what I recommend. Um, but also the Parasite Cleanse is the next experience you can participate in. Like I said, it starts tomorrow, so if you're interested, you might want to think about getting on that. But also, the official cleanse won't start for a little bit, so you just want to try and be in by tomorrow if possible. But I think the important thing to realize is that there is not one right next step for everyone, but there is a right next step for you. So if you've been following along with us or thinking about getting more involved, I think that this could be your invitation. Take a look at what's available, choose the level of support that makes sense for where you are right now, and don't feel like you have to figure it all out alone. I'm super excited for what we're creating here, and I know everyone with Dr. Danielle and her team is super excited as well. We're so excited that you get to be a part of it, and we want you to take the next step with us. So, yeah, any questions, please drop them below, and I'd love to help you figure out what makes the most sense next. You can also feel free to message Dr. Danielle. Either her or I will go through and we'll be answering different questions and helping you figure out exactly what you're looking for. All right, so that is like the main information I have for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I hope everyone has a great day.